Welcome back to part 2 of the IPA Service App training. In this second module, we're going to take a look at how to close out the call or the case number. We're logged into the IPA Service App. We are at the Leesburg Hospital, and here you can see the information, and these are the case numbers, and I'm just going to open up this latest case here and talk about it with you. When the IPA Service App was originally introduced to us, our technicians were closing out 100% of their calls using this IPA Service App. Over the past year or so, the Oracle software, which is what we use to close out copy machine calls and other calls, Oracle and the IPA Service App have become intertwined and are syncing with each other so that most of what is done now is done through Oracle when a technician closes out one of these calls. There are, however, still a few things that we need for you to do using the IPA Service App, and that's what we're going to talk about. One of the most important is this ETA feature right here. Very important that you still go into the IPA Service App and enter an ETA. What this is going to do is generate an email to the customer and to IPA to let them know approximately what time you're going to be there. And then, of course, if that changes, if you were originally going to be there at 9 o'clock and now it's going to be 11, then you would go in and update that ETA, which would also generate emails. So we want you to continue to do this using the IPA Service App. Other than that, there's not a whole lot to do. There is this attachment here. If you, for example, took a picture, maybe there was damage done, you could put a name, a description, browse to where that file was at, upload that file. So you could do that to keep that file updated there, but other than that, there's not a whole lot that we need for you to do using the IPA Service App closing a call. 95% of that is going to be done using Oracle. There is, however, a few more things that we would like for you to do regarding this case number, for example, and that is if the machine information needs to be upgraded, or maybe the contact information needs to be upgraded. Go in and do that. So let's go back and look at the machine, for example, that was on this call here. I'm going to open this up, and this is the equipment details, and here's my edit button. Once I'm in the edit, I can change things like the location. Let's say the physical location has changed. This is showing OR, but perhaps it's changed now to labor and delivery. I could go in and update that information. Also, if I did a firmware upgrade, maybe I upgraded to 6.1, I could go in and upgrade this information here. Also, the network information, maybe the IP address has changed and needs to be upgraded. Or in this case here, it doesn't even have a default gateway. So in a case like that, I would not only recommend but insist that you go in and put this information in there. This is very important to keep this equipment information upgraded on the IPA Service App. So I would find out what the default gateway was, enter it there, and then of course save your changes. So once again, in a quick recap, we want to enter our ETA information, any photograph uploads that we might want to do, but then also we want to upgrade and update any equipment information or contact information that might be relative to this case and to this account. This concludes our part 2 closing the case, and I'll see you back here for part 3 LMS.